Hey guys, what's going on? Jet Scott here, and we are videoing from my house in my kitchen because we are going to finally start putting this 273 together for the yard dart. Yes, I said the yard dart. That yard dart, remember that one? The one we bought several months ago, and we've been piecing together an engine. Look at the Kragers on it. I got my skinny small bolt pattern Kragers on it. That one's flat. But yeah, we're going to be getting to work on the yard darts engine. We still got the sister kisser tires on it, but those are not staying. Don't worry about that. But yeah, the yard dart. I guess let's go get to work on assembling those rods and pistons. So first things first, when you're assembling your rods and your pistons, you need to orient how the pistons face. This is number 1 piston. As we marked right there, it says number 1. You won't be able to see that, sorry. And these 273 pistons, these Dome Super Commando pistons, have a notch that faces the front of the engine. Move on to number 1 rod, been scribed. Bearing notches go to the outside of the engine. So this will be oriented as such. And try not to bang them around too much. This is aluminum, this is steel. Well, this is actually, I don't know, forged steel, cast iron, I don't remember. But we do have all of our, now that you don't have to do this because this is actually a, not a press fit. These rods and pistons are not a press fit style. They use C-clips and they're a floating design as seen. Let me just grab you one of these clips. Damn it. Like that. That is the clip style that holds the pin in place. But just to give us a little extra leeway, I put the pins in the fridge. And you know we're bachelors because all the frozen pizzas. But all that does is that shrinks the size of the pin a little bit, which gives us a little more play in everything. If you got a deep freeze, it works better. Some guys, when they're press fitting their rods or the piston pin into the rod, into the piston, they'll heat up the big or the small end of the rod, which is, that is the small end. Small end, big end. But it's not real good on it, so typically better to freeze the pins and then push them in. But like I said, this is a clip style. We're just doing this because it's a little simpler and it just gives us a little more leeway to play with. We're going to be putting a light film of our engine assembly lube on the pins, so that way we got a little bit of lubricity in there and it's not just dry. So I'm going to set you up and let you guys enjoy. We're going to kickstart this video off with a little bit of voiceover. In a few seconds you'll see me assembling the odd number of rods 1 through 7, which you see right here. The camera angle wasn't right for what I was showing you. I actually have a better section of video which will be coming up pretty soon. It'll actually detail what's going on much better and you can actually see. What we did was we put a little lube on each wrist pin and just got everything assembled the right way, and in a few moments you will actually get to see in detail what I'm trying to show you. Alright, so we have some of the pins already, we have some of the locks already pre-installed on all of our 7 remaining pistons. So now we're actually going to start assembling the odd numbers, which would be 3, 5, and 7, which is remaining, and then we'll do the even numbers and hopefully not have to take all this stuff back apart. You'll see me putting these gloves on. It's only so that way I don't get everything coated in the oils off my skin, because our skin actually has a bunch of nasty crap on it. Alright, so we got number 3 rod, number 3 pin. That old girl lubed up. Move on to number 3 piston. Alright, so number 3 piston, same orientation. notches out. Take the pin. And then you're always getting the pinhole to line up with everything else. It's always a pain in the butt. There we go, slid right into place. And we're going to check it with number 1. Make sure it's correct. Alright, so we got, they go like this in the engine. The outside to the outside, okay, that is correct. And we're going to get our other clip and get her installed. Go. Here it's the exact same process. Lube up each mating surface where metal is going to be on metal, get everything assembled, get the clip in, check everything, make sure everything's right. You don't want to assemble one of these upside down because then you got to take it back apart and that's just a pain in the butt. So take your time, do it right, do it once. Alright, so we got all of the odd numbers done. We left number 1 out of the box, that way we can compare it. And now we're going to give you an even closer up view of some of the evens. So we got number 2 rod here. Number 2 piston, which is stamped on the bottom. And like I was telling you earlier, this is where your rod bearings cap in. There's a little notch cut in each side of the rod. This will go to the outside of the engine. So for the even side, it'll be over here. That's the outside because it sits like this in orientation of a big block Chrysler, or small block Chrysler, my bad. And the piston, valve reliefs go up on top, so it'll go like this. So now we know how to assemble it. We're gonna grab our pins out of the fridge, which have just been in here chilling out, getting cold. So that way they're just a little bit smaller than what they're supposed to be. That gives us a little more clearance for assembly. A couple of dots on the pin. Get it all lubed up like so. And before we assemble that, we're going to put just a little bit of lube. Just what's on my glove, the residue. We're going to put just a little bit here because this is where the pin's going to push through. And then that should get all the way everywhere, just so that way none of this is dry. Alright, so piston goes like this. Rod goes like so. And this puppy should just like so. Then you gotta line these all up together, make sure it's going in straight, like so. Slides right in, nice and easy. There's a little bit of suction from the engine assembly lube. Before we put the pin in, let's make sure it's oriented right. Valve reliefs here, those to the outside, we're good. And now we will take skinny end of our locking clip, slide it in there. We take our needle nose pliers, grab the piece right there, crimp it on around. And this one wanted to fight us a little bit. We'll just clip it right in. Make sure it's all in there. And she's assembled. And you always check it. If it just freely spins like that, you're good. You don't want any friction right here, because this has to move real free. So number 2's done. Now we're going to speed on through all these, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So now that all this is done, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching this video, and hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, maybe even comment. And if you feel as if I've earned it, please subscribe because that would be awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.